Ayo, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahshua, Hashem Rakakadash, double on the state apostles and elders of GreatMillStone rule and Shalom to the brothers out there doing work in sincerity and truth. It's the brother I'm one from the GMSLondon camp. Find this article and this, Esau is basically, these elites have got their scientists and their researchers basically trying to, they're trying to find out the keys to life, trying to find out how to live forever, man. And this, and this is something Esau's been after for a good little while, man. He's been salivating and desiring to live forever, man. Because he knows, like, you go back in the day, you go back to like to the ancient men. They were living like, you had the Methuselahs for 969. Noah was like, 930 odd years. You had the men back in the day. Adam, I believe, hit 900 as well. Was over 900. They were about for a hot season, man. Man were around for hot seasons. And, you had certain men that didn't even pass. They got translated. So Esau wants to live forever, man. He wants, he's trying to find out through his carnal methods the way he wants to live forever, man. So it says what in Yahoo? Harvard University uncovers DNA switch that controls genes for whole body regeneration. And it says humans may one day have the ability to regrow limbs after scientists at Harvard University uncovered the DNA switch that controls genes for whole body regeneration. And the thing is, they're saying like humans may one day have the ability to regrow limbs. But really, I know the real reason they're looking into this is because, I'll get into it later because it goes into it. Anyway. So some animals can achieve extraordinary feats of repair, such as salamanders, which grow back legs, or geckos, which can shed their tails to escape predators, and then form new ones in just 2 months. Planarian worms, jellyfish, and sea anemones go even further, actually regenerating their entire bodies after being cut in half. Now, scientists have discovered that in worms, a section of non-coding or junk DNA controls the activation of a master control gene. Called early growth response, which acts like a power switch, turning regeneration on or off. We were able to decrease the activity of this gene, and we found if you don't have EGR, nothing happens, said Dr. Mansi Srivastava, assistant professor of organismic and evolutionary biology at Harvard University. Yeah, so they're trying to fiddle with that early growth repair. But they're just trying to find the keys, man. And it says what? Animals can't just can't regenerate. All those downstream genes don't turn on. So the other switches don't work and the whole house goes dark, basically. The studies were done in 3-banded panther worms. Scientists found that during regeneration, the tightly packed DNA in the cells starts to unfold, allowing new areas to activate. But crucially, humans also carry EGR and produce it when the cells are stressed and in need of repair. Yet it does not seem to trigger large-scale regeneration. Yeah. So, they're doing this because they're trying to find how it reflects on humans. Because that's and the thing is it says, humans may be able to, if this technology was found, Esau's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna charge you £7 million to grow your leg back or some shit. It's gonna be for the elites, man. It's gonna be for the elites. It's the same thing with eternal life. You watch any of these movies, like a good example is In Time. In Time, you know, Justin Timberlake, he went into, you know, he got that little bit of time, and he went into, where the fuck was it? Into, I think it was New Greenwich. I can't remember what it was. I think it was called New Greenwich, the center where all the rich motherfuckers be living, and them guys, you know, the guy had like 1,000,000 years just chilling there just because he had it. And it was like basically all the goodies, you know, living forever was only really applied to the elites. Everyone else, okay, you'd be 25 for like 10 years, 25, 15 years. But you're not able to sustain that life. You'll be grafting non-stop just to survive. So it was a thing where it was like only the elites are going to be able to reap these so-called benefits. It's the same thing with what they want for their New World Order. They want it where they're just at the top and everyone else is completely enslaved at the bottom, man. And this is what... But crucially, humans also carry EGR and produce it when cells are stressed and in need of repair. Yet it does not seem to trigger large-scale regeneration. The thing is, obviously the Lords controlled certain things in the body, man. Because just like with aging, like the years got cut off, you know, you had the ancient men going to the 900s, you know, almost touching on that whole day. And the Lord cut the days down to like 120. Because you watch the generations, it goes down to the time of Abraham when it was like, I can't even remember if it was 200 or below. I believe it was under 200. Got cut to 120, and it got cut to 70. And then, you know, you had some that, by way of strength, lived a bit longer. But hey, the years got shortened. By and large, man. And the thing is even if man lived a bit longer, it's like, you know, David was like, his eyes were dim. He was, you know, he was all kinds of, he was done, man, when he reached his age. But then obviously, you know, Methuselah's, Adam's, Shem's, if they're living into the 400-500s, they'll still been in their strength because they had years to go still. So that's what, you know, that's what Esau's after. Esau wants, that's why these guys want to stay old. Stay old? No. They want to grow old and stay young, youthful. Because they know, you know, they know it's possible. And it says what, scientists now think the master gene is wired different in humans to animals. And are now trying to find a way to to tweak its circuitry to reap its regenerative benefits. Postdoctoral student Andrew Gerke of Harvard believes the answer lies in the area of non-coding DNA controlling the gene. Non-coding or junk DNA was once believed to do nothing, but in recent years, scientists have realized it's having a major impact. Yeah. Thing is, you're calling it non-coding or junk DNA. You don't know. The thing is, the Lord's got purposes for everything, man. Esau's saying, oh, you know, evolutionary, just blah, blah. Shut up, man. You just don't know. Esau ain't discovered. Esau's going on like his, you know, Esau 4 years ago just realized, oh, maybe this is doing something. And he's like, yeah, you know, but then this guy's trying to walk around like he's a genius. The nigga suck a dick, man. Only about 2% of the genome makes things like protein, said Mr. Gerke. No, added Mr. Gerke. This is some fucking terrible grammar in this article. We wanted to know what is the other 98% of the genome doing during whole body regeneration. Yeah, exactly. They don't know. The Lord's sealed off that knowledge, man. You might be able to witness it, but then the thing is you're not gonna be able to have the access to the full body regenerations, man. The Lord's gonna cut your time short, man. So I think we've only just scratched the surface. We're looking at some of these switches, but there's a whole other aspect of how the genome is interacting on a larger scale, and all of that is important for turning genes on and off. Yeah, so that's what the Lord's basically said. He built, he constructed this human body, man. So he's, when certain things are allowed, certain things are not allowed, man. Says what? Marine animals such as moon jellyfish are masters of regeneration, and some have been found to clone themselves after death. In 2016, a Japanese scientist reported that 3 months after the death of his pet jellyfish, a sea anemone like polyp rose out of the degraded body, and then astonishingly aged backwards, reverting to a younger state. Yeah, that's what these elites want to do, man. They want to revert to that young state. That's why you got half of these movies. It's like them elites. They're able to control their reincarnation so they can get that fresh young body, or they'll be using some secret rites to to become young again, man. It says what? In the 1990s, scientists in Italy discovered that the two jellyfish switches back and forth from being a baby to an adult, resulting in its nickname, the immortal jellyfish. Yeah, that's what, these elites are thinking, like, just turn young again, and then continue all their devilish deeds on this earth, man. You actually want to be eternally on earth, oppressing mankind. What the hell's wrong? Esau's a freak, man. It says, the question is if humans can turn on EGR, and not only turn it on, but do it when our cells are injured. Why can't we regenerate? It's a very natural question to look at the natural world and think, if a gecko can do this, why can't I? Because God denied you. That's why. That's the thing Esau's not understanding. Is, the Lord release certain things you've been allowed to do. You can harness electricity. You can construct skyscrapers. You can shoot rockets into space. But not everything's been given onto you. Someone could chop their arm off, and then and that can be reattached. But or you can give a guy some some fake teeth or a grill. But you're not gonna live forever, Esau. Ezekiel 28, Psalm 2 says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Most High Power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a god, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not a god. Though thou set thine heart as a heart of God. Yeah, Esau's setting his heart like he's the Most High, man. Esau's trying to unlock all the channels of everything, trying to gain ultimate understanding. I'm like, bro, you need to, like, my God, you need to understand that you're just a heathen, my man. You've just been set over. Your job has been to destroy this world, and to basically throw the entire world out of course. That's your purpose on the globe. That's what it's been. And the thing is that's just what it is. Your job, you're not going to be ruling eternally. You're not going to rule righteously either. That comes later. That comes under Israel, man. Israel's going to be the one who's going to be keeping the world on point. It says, Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures, which is true. He is wiser than Daniel, and there's no secret to be hid. He's been given understandings on a lot of things that weren't known back then. A good example is like nuclear missiles, man. That was something that the ancient men didn't know about. And it says what? Yeah, Esau's gotten riches. With the yes, he's living good, man. It says, by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Yeah, Esau, because he's, you know, he's got the world on lock. He's got that, using that global economy. He's basically got the world enslaved. He is feeling like a god, man. He can go, well, that's why this guy's, you know, he's going over, yeah, you know, we're talking about. This guy will be doing so-called philanthropic work, where he's, you know, he's talking like he's, you know, he's helping out the world. He's saving the world. It says, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee. Oh wait, no. It says, therefore thus saith the Most High Power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom. Yeah. And they shall defile thy brightness. All that, yeah, all that greatness, all that so-called wisdom Esau's got. You know, when them nuclear missiles come and drop, for them Russian nuclear bombs drop on America, all that wisdom is gonna be forgotten, man. Ain't gonna be of no account. Real swift. And this is the thing. This is like it's like, even, you know, the wisdom of men is weaker than the foolishness of the Most High. So it's a thing where it's not, even if you're able to attain some form of level, bro, it's literally gonna it's gonna be of no account. It's gonna be weak. It's gonna be lame. And it says what? They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the seas. Yeah. So you're gonna be degraded and brought to that low level, to the level of an Edomite, man. Because that's what Esau likes to forget as well, that he's an Edomite, man. This guy's trying to roll like he's God, some white god. But you're an Edomite, nigga. And the destiny of an Edomite is one of the most terrible destinies you could possibly have. Which is why, you know, you ain't looking to deal with that in the slightest. It says, what, wilt thou say before him that slayeth thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen, man. And a lot of these elites ain't even gonna get slain. A lot of these guys are gonna get grabbed up and put in hardcore bondage, man. Which in itself is hilarious, man. You know, these guys, all that good chatter, you know, all that quest for immortality, you're gonna be wishing you weren't immortal, man, when you move in them blocks. Yeah. But yeah, I'll leave it there, you know. Just Esau doing what he do, man. The madman. But yeah, we'll praise Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Hashem, Makal Kadash. Shalom.